what up, y'all? It's your boy Drew. Just got finished reading the recording section of my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies Wikipedia article. It was posted on a forum I like to read, rapgenius.com. Gizmatic knows about that. What up, Gizmo? But they were discussing it and just sort of, expressing like the surprise and the sort of craziness of the recording sessions. And I'll post the actual summary and the actual things that I was reading along with this video. But I kind of wanted to talk about my impression of it because it kind of blew my mind and gave me sort of a good roadmap as exactly to what might inspire us as a group to improve the way that we get closer to that vision, that goal of making your careers like the absolute shit, making your careers the level of a Kanye, a Jay-Z, all the people that worked on this project. And when you read the way this album is actually made, you really get sort of a window into exactly how this stuff is done. So you read about the recording of this album. Most of it was recorded out there in Hawaii. It's kind of nice. I mean, we're not going to be able to reproduce the feeling of being in Hawaii with a bunch of legends, but you read about this shit, and first what he did was he blocked out the studio in Hawaii and booked it for an indefinite time. He booked it for as long as it needed to go. So there was no like, you gotta leave policy. They could stay however long they want. That's beside the point. You brought in a whole list of people like A-list musicians, rappers, orchestrators, all that good shit. Brought them all in, and he would set them up in each room. He took 3 rooms. And what he would do is he would work on a track until his mind just stopped working or he had some kind of block or whatever. Then he'd jump to another room and work on that track, and then jump to another room. And everybody's kind of chilling, waiting, working together, waiting to see what's next, how we're going to contribute, all that good stuff. And he would just go step by step. And a song or a creative project, maybe a sound or whatever, he would stop everything and be like, okay, what do you think? What do you think? He would actively contribute, bring everyone into contribution. Okay, what's your opinion? What's your feedback? Da, da, da. And all the people that you worked with, from the Jay-Z's to the Q-Tips, and you can read about this, everybody felt involved. Everybody was giving feedback at all time. It didn't matter who you were. It was a group dynamic of like, we're here to create something great. We're here to take over. We're out here in Hawaii, trying to build something that hasn't been done before. The phrase that stood out to me, if you read the article, is challenge, contribute, and inspire. That's what I think Q-Tip said about it. He said everybody felt like they were there to challenge, contribute, and inspire. And you can just imagine crazy-ass Kanye like, okay, now we're going to add some horns here. And now we're going to have some, or let's work on this beat. Or Pusha T, what do you think of this? And everybody's engaged. Another phrase that Q-Tip used was music by committee. Music by committee, which I thought was pretty powerful. So with that being said, what is missing from this vision? Well, what's missing from this vision, at least to me, and when I read it, was people in one room working on their one song and waiting till it was all done and perfect and then showing it to another person. And the other person said, well, I'm busy working on my one song, and then I'm going to show it to you, but you're not going to respond because you're focused on your one song. So there's not that isolated creation. There's that group, music by committee, challenge, contribute, inspire. Contribute, inspire. So with our group, we got to take from the greats. We got to take from the Kanyes, the Jay-Z's of the world. And when we read shit like this, we got to be able to say, okay, well, let's have our group emulate them. Let's not emulate some whack motherfuckers who don't do shit. So when I say like, okay, everybody should give feedback to everybody else's music in the group, part of the reason I'm doing that is because I know, case in point right here, that the greatest rappers, the greatest musicians, the people that you want to be like, what they do is they give feedback to each other, and they each step of the way are checking with other great minds, and that's what we're building here. So, when you look at the feed and the list of posts you see when you're on the block, I want you to be like, okay, on the block, what we're here to do is challenge, contribute, inspire. Contribute. If I see, so-and-so has released a track, I'm going to give feedback. I'm going to just say something. I'm going to just check the track just in case I get an idea. If you're going to be selfish, you might as well be selfish by hearing Homeboy's track and posting on it and maybe getting a musical idea. See what I mean? So, I'm always going to keep pushing for us to avoid this sort of, okay, I posted this new track and 2 days later I've only gotten 3 responses, one of which was from Drew, or one of which was somebody who was on the track. Like, that shit's weak. That's not how you make great music. And if anything, you're hurting your own creative art by not having another voice to bounce off the idea. This is the group dynamics. And it's at play right here with Kanye West's album. So if there's any question that giving feedback to another person in the group, or getting feedback from another person in the group, or contributing or challenging somebody, or saying, okay, I think this bar was okay, or when you did this with your voice, I wasn't really feeling that. If there's any question that that's not the way to go, it should be answered by just reading about this album itself, which is considered by many to be one of the greatest rap albums of all time, considered by many to be the best rap album in the last 10 years. Whether or not I agree with that, you'll never know. But something worth listening to, learning about, thinking about. And next time you see a post from a homie out there on the block, they just got a new song, I want you to think about Dark Twisted Fantasy. That was a pretty good fucking album. How was that made? Oh, by people like me responding to tracks like that. Let me listen to it 3 minutes out of my day to improve my creative art. And, it's all gravy, baby. It's the block, man. It's how to rap. We're changing the world. Let's do this, baby. Peace.